So let me get this straight. It's the left. The left is the reason why Donald Trump was shot at twice. It's the rhetoric coming from the left. That's the cause of that. Yeah, you guys, that's the new spin coming from the right. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, Tabitha Speaks Politics. And yes, we are still on the journey to 100,000 subscribers. It's so close that I can taste it. So if you've come across this video and are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button and help me to get to my goal of 100,000 subscribers. Now, yes, this is the new talking point coming from the right. Yes, the reason why Donald Trump is being shot at is because all of the divisive and the hateful rhetoric that's coming from the left. This is what Byron Donalds had to say on Laura Ingram's show the other night on Fox News.
He's in the lead because he protects and projects the idea of protecting white supremacy.
Congressman, that's the kind of stuff that these crazed lunatics are marinating in.
Laura, listening to Keith Boykin, frankly, is listening to the hysteria from the Democrat Party and the radical left. Kamala Harris is losing black voters because they destroyed the economy. She's losing Hispanic voters because she destroyed the border. And quite frankly, she's losing Jewish voters and a lot of other ethnicities because of the terrible foreign policy. They want to throw out race as the reason, but the true reason is their policies are a disaster. Their rhetoric is dangerous and their leadership is non-existent. This is why Donald Trump is still popular today. In my opinion, that's why he's going to win this presidential election. But obviously the story today is this is the reason why you have crazies from the left who are now attempting to assassinate him. That rhetoric is out of control. It is dangerous. And we're not going to be lectured to by Keith Boykin or anybody else on the Democrat side of the aisle. Clean up your own house before you come talk to us.
That's what he had to say. Yeah. And he tells us, you stop the rhetoric being us telling the truth, the rhetoric being us talking about the dangers and the truth of Project 2025. The danger is us calling out their lies and their manipulation of our political system, of what it is that they are trying to do to this country. Yes, that is what's causing Donald Trump to be shot at. Not the fact that you have MAGA Republicans feuding with Republicans, and Republicans are wanting to kick the MAGA nut jobs out of their party. The Republicans who are trying to stop MAGA nut jobs from taking over their party. I say that because the two people that shot at Donald Trump, they were Republicans. The first guy in Aurora, he was a Republican, a gun-toting, gun-nut-job Republican. The second guy who was down at Mar-a-Lago, he was, from what I understand, first a Vivek Ramaswamy supporter. When Vivek dropped out of the race, then he became a Nikki Haley supporter. That guy is anybody but Trump. Any Republican but Trump, I should say. Right? And then when Nikki Haley dropped out of the race, he just got fed up because Donald Trump was his only choice. And I guess he didn't see himself crossing over to vote for Kamala Harris. And so his next thought was to take out the demon who's taking over his party. Yes, it's Republicans that are trying to take out Donald Trump. But you got nut jobs like Byron Donalds on Fox News saying to the left that they need to cut out the rhetoric. And then Byron Donalds goes on further to say this.
Well, Congressman, do you think Kamala's issued statement where she said there's no place for violence in America, or she's glad Donald Trump's safe, was that sufficient?
No. What she should do is go through all the ad campaign that they're running in the battleground states. Anything that references being destructive of democracy and all the other tropes and the lies, Project 2025, all that stuff, it should come down. Stick to the facts, stick to the policy. But you can't do...
Yes, you can prove to us that you really want to tone down the rhetoric by removing all of your campaign ads from this market down in Florida. That's basically what Byron Donalds is saying. Kamala Harris, just stop campaigning. Just stop campaigning. And yes, that should tone down the rhetoric. Meanwhile, for the past 8 years, off and on, this is the stuff that Donald Trump has been saying.
This is the day we take our country back. So I got a little notice, in case you see, the security guys, we have wonderful security guys. They said, Mr. Trump, there may be somebody with tomatoes in the audience. So if you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously. Okay? Just knock the hell. I promise you, I will pay for the legal fees. I promise. I promise. There won't be so much because the courts agree with us, too. What's going on in this country?
We will fight for America like no one has ever fought before. 2024 is our final battle. It's our final battle. We're going to win that battle. We're going to turn this nation around. We're going to make America great again. America first. But it's our final battle. It's the last battle. It's the last shot at it. Because they're down the road. They've taken it down the road with corrupt elections and lots of other things. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. If we don't win on November 5th, I think our country is going to cease to exist. It could be the last election we ever have. I actually mean that. We don't win. I think this could be the last election we ever have.
Comrade Kamala Harris, you're fired! You're fired! Get out! Get out! She shouldn't be there anyway. She got no votes. She's a threat to democracy, right? That's what they say. They always say, Donald Trump, you know, it's a soundbite for them. Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. Now she's a threat.
Yes, that is the type of rhetoric that comes from their candidate. And it's been happening for 9 years now, since 2016, since he came down that escalator. This is the type of rhetoric that the Republican Party has been putting out. And now that the Democrat Party is in defense mode and defending themselves from this type of rhetoric, now it's the Democrats' fault that Republicans are trying to take out their head Republican. Listen, I can't make this stuff up. And just the other night, I think it was last night or maybe the night before, this is the type of rhetoric that Donald Trump is putting out over on Truth Social. Remember this? I hate Taylor Swift. And then this is what he said. On top of that, this is what he's saying about Kamala Harris.
No votes. You know, she got no votes. But she'd be very bad for the country. We have to save our country. We can't play games, and we can't have a Marxist, communist president, because that's not what it's all about. So we're going to do it, and we're going to...
So let's be clear in what they are saying and what they are asking. Yes, we want to be able to denigrate you, disrespect you, put out all types of lies, call you names over and over and over again. And we want you Democrats to just take it. That's what we want. We don't want you to fight back. We don't want you to push back. We don't want you to combat the lies. We don't want you to tell the masses what it is that we've got planned with our policies. We don't want you to do any of that. We want you to be lapdogs and lay down and take our continuous lies and disrespect. That's what people like Byron Donalds and all of the minions that are going over to Fox News to say the Democrats need to tone down the rhetoric. That's what it is that they are saying.